I got everything I need when I come back home. I keep closing my eyes and taking my time. Turn me on, keep turning me on. I keep driving my car into the sun, and I always got my friends around. Turn me on, keep turning me on.
And back at the Stan Sheriff Center, and again, it's like graduation night all over again. Bedecked in lei. And look at Alex Griffiths just staring up, and what could be going through her mind? I mean, Lord only knows. We're going to have an opportunity to ask her in a few minutes. We're going to talk to the three seniors, but the pictures speak volumes, don't they?
They do, and these young ladies, it's so great because this new camera here is just phenomenal. So that's why everybody's looking up. They're looking at the highlights. I think they're showing a video behind us, and they're watching it right now live.
Well, you know, and again, going back to just the atmosphere here, there's no other place like it in the country. You know, I can say from all the years that I've been with the team, and we've gone and seen other schools and how they celebrate, and usually they will come over and they'll bring a rose, and some of the families will be around and they'll, you know, kind of welcome them, but nothing like this to this scale. I mean, and this took it to a whole nother level. We had players dancing in a choreographed routine. I mean, I don't know how the seniors next year are going to live up to that. I mean, that was just something else. I don't know when they found time to practice that.
Well, that's what's amazing. These guys are in the middle of a conference run, and they had time to practice. I mean, you don't do that in an hour.
No, they do that. They probably made that up, picked it up. How great is that, though, that they stepped out? That's out of character, you must admit. I would not foresee Chanteal, Satele, and Kanani Danielson doing something like that. Alex Griffiths, possibly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, the party continues to go on behind us. And for you at home, don't worry, you're not going to miss anything, because at the end of our broadcast, we're going to show you the same video that everybody here inside the Stan Sheriff Center is watching. It was an OC Sports production, so you will be privy to that video. Anyway, we're going to take another break. You're watching Wahine Volleyball Reaction on senior night as the crowd says aloha to Alex, Chanteal, and Kanani. Back at the Stan Sheriff Center, and everybody reveling in the moment of Wahine senior night. And you know, if you're Dave Shoji, if you're the coaching staff, if you're the university, you want to preserve this moment, put it on a DVD, and send it out to every single possible recruit and say, this is why you come to Manoa.
Well, I have not done the math, but 37 years, Dave Soji. Can you imagine how many senior nights and what it has escalated to be? It's pretty phenomenal when you really think about all the past, the future, and the present, what's going on here at this arena, and the memories and the traditions that have been generated just through this, through Dave Soji's era.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of that recruiting tape, we actually did that when I was on staff. One of my jobs, and I usually actually use this as my thesis paper, was to archive this and go through it, and we interviewed the seniors, and it was just a great way to demonstrate the support that you get while playing in this program. There's nothing like it, and it definitely helps. Brittany Hewitt even said she watched that tape and said, that's where I'm coming. So it's definitely a recruiting tool that no other school, I think, can say that they have.
Yep. So Dave Shoji's been here 37 years. Jim Leahy, well, he's been here almost that long, along with Chris McLaughlin. You guys have witnessed some wonderful moments back in the Clum Gym and here in the Stan Sheriff Center tonight, right up there among the best, gentlemen.
It was. It no doubt was. No university in the country, and Chris agrees with me on this, graduates their seniors the way the University of Hawaii does. The senior athletes, it's more than a memorable moment. It forms a legacy that is repeated year after year after year. And you never get tired of it, because it's a reward for the fans, it's a reward for the families to really say to their daughters, to their ladies, that, hey, you know, you're very, very special. And it was again tonight. This crowd here, we'll start with the crowd first of all. You could have Wahine Volleyball at 3 o'clock in the morning, and you'd still have 6,000 people showing up. They are the most loyal, the most knowledgeable of all volleyball crowds. You start with that, and then you start with a terrific program headed by Coach Dave Shoji. And what you have is success, and what you have is tradition, and what you have at the end is just a beautiful moment after beautiful moment, and we've seen many of them.
Well, about the only thing I can add, by the way, Howard and Lisa and Ryan, I thought did a great job of just sort of capsulizing what this whole thing is about. About the only thing I can add is that I was at the first one. When my wife was a senior and she graduated from the University of Hawaii, she was one of the first scholarship athletes for women's volleyball. And so I remember the humble beginnings in Clum Gym and how, there were very few people, but it was still a staunch following even then. And it just grew and grew and grew, and now as Ryan and Howard and Lisa already articulated, it's an event. And I don't know how you can do better than this. This is just amazing.
Before we go any further, I think, with this, we have to talk a little bit about the future, and the future's coming up next week with the WAC tournament. Hawaii finishes the regular season. They are 26-1. And it was on September 4th against UCLA. That's the only blemish on this season. They are perfect in the conference, 14-0. And now they go to the tournament. And last year they were ambushed in the tournament by Utah State, and they never really recovered even after going into the NCAAs. I think it's a different team. I think it's a different attitude this year.
Well, I agree, and I also think that Dave Shoji learned a lot by, I think, resting his players more, playing more people. This rest late in the season, this latest 2-week break, was really good for them. Their legs look fresher tonight than I've seen them all season. The connections and the timing is better. So I don't see any let-up with this Rainbow Wahine machine. I talked to John Dunning a couple weeks ago from Stanford. I said, how many teams do you think could win the tournament? He says, there's 15 teams that could win the NCAA championship this year. Normally it's Penn State, Nebraska, it kind of gets boring, But now Hawaii is very much in the mix, and I really like their chances of hosting the first 2 rounds. I like their chances in the regionals, should they get a decent draw, and the future is just going to get brighter and brighter.
It was an impressive ceremony. Kanani Danielson will leave the University of Hawaii as one of the greatest players ever to step on the Terraflex, and she is with Howard now.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. Yes, very fortunate to have Kanani Danielson. We got your shirt courtesy of your mom, your family. Thank you very much. Your mom sang the national anthem. It was a wonderful night. My first question to you is, we know what you meant to this University of Hawaii Wahine team. You saw the standing ovation. But what did these fans and what does the program mean to you?
To me, it just means that I can be a born and raised kid from Oahu for the state of Hawaii and still be able to play for its own college, and on a full scholarship, being able to play 4 years straight, it's an honor. I appreciate every moment, and it's as much as I'm very sad this is our senior night. I'm looking forward to that moment of actually hosting, and I'm trying to be here for every moment that we have opportunities to play again here.
Well, it's pretty obvious that you made the right choice. I remember talking to you when you did finally commit to the University of Hawaii out of Kamehameha schools. You had taken a few recruiting trips. And you said, I hope my heart was just here. And it really is just so evident. So my question to you is, besides the dance and the volleyball and the sisterhoods and all that, is, are you going to continue to play? And if so, do you have plans? I know it's hard to think about that now maybe, but I know people want to know about your future and what you are thinking.
Yeah, I do not think that volleyball is over for me by a long shot. In fact, I'm not trying to work in a regular job anyways for a while. As long as my body allows me to play and my heart is still very strong for this sport, I will continue to play. And my heart right now is set for overseas. So as soon as I get my degree here at UH, then I will set off to play in some kind of league, maybe in Europe, maybe in Asia, somewhere that's going to welcome me with open arms.
Well, I think a lot of fans are happy you're not done playing. Kanani, this is a great opportunity for you to welcome your family back. We saw your auntie in town, the one from the East Coast. You have an auntie from Kauai, your cousin from Texas, even here.
Yes.
What does it mean to you? Because you're basically bringing everybody together here to support you. How much does your family mean, and that support, being able to play in front of them and just have them all here tonight?
My family's my heart. If my family's not here, then I feel like half of it is gone, if not half, even the whole heart of, and when I feel like I'm in a little rut, I turn to them. I see their positive smiley faces that, to kick in, hang in there, and especially hearing my grandma's voice, on the phone, and that she, no matter how I play, it's amazing for her to watch, and she can watch it for days, and no matter if it's the same game over and over, to her, you know, it's an exciting energy for her to keep her, you know, to stay strong. And you know, it's gonna break my heart later that this is my last hurrah to play for her so she can watch, you know. But I think that it's been an amazing journey to be here, especially the fact that I can stay home and I can play.
And yeah, more playing to do. Hopefully the first and second round, we know the regional will be here and beyond. We want to let you go because we pulled you away from your fans. You have so many. It's been our pleasure watching you for 4 years, and go soak in the moment. Kanani Danielson, one of 3 seniors, and we should mention, you said a degree, all 3 getting their degree this spring, so something else to be very proud of. Kanani, thank you for everything you brought us. It's been a joy.
Thank you very much.
And stick around, everybody. We have much more to come from the Stan Sheriff Center. It's a party in Manoa, and we're glad to be here to bring it to you. More to come after a break.
Welcome back, everyone. It is, we're courtside, and we're courtside with Alex Griffiths, who tonight had one of the great moments, not only in her life, but in the history of University of Hawaii Volleyball. I mean, 4 straight aces. Tell me about it. Tell me about after ace number 2 and you were ready to gear up for ace number 3, and that went in. What was the process?
The process was definitely, I worked hard every day in practice, served a lot, and I'm watching it right now, yeah. You know, Kaleo gave me great areas. Our coach, our assistant coach, gave me areas to serve, and I hit the spots, thankfully. And I'm just really grateful that tonight, out of all the nights, I got to be able to do that in front of my parents, because my parents were here. So it was a very, very great feeling. But after the second one, I was like, are you kidding me? Third one, I was like, no way. Fourth one, I was like, so excited. Like, thank you, God. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And the thing is, it's on senior night. It's on the final game that you're going to play during the regular season. It was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful, which leads me to the next question is, Samoan dance is not easy to learn.
I know, right?
How long did it take you?
Whew. That just took as much practice as volleyball. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was very fun. I mean, I have Teal and Kanani, who are great helpers, off and on and off the court, as you can see. And I had the good-looking guys helping me out, you know, so it wasn't too hard. I got it. Basic moves.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Oh, Al, here you go. Take a look at yourself. Let's do a self-analysis here. Do a play-by-play here. Here you go.
You know, I worked the white girl moves. See, these are like basic moves. You guys can do this better than me. Look, this is nothing. No.
Nah, it's
Mike, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Any regrets about moving from Vanguard to come to University of Hawaii?
No, not at all.
Can't think of it.
not.
And did you really call Dave on the phone and say, hey, I want to come over?
Funny, because I was calling like all the top 10 coaches, and no one picked up because they were all in playoffs. Dave picked up his phone, and I was like, oh my gosh, Dave Shoji is picking me up right now. Picking up right now, and I was like, oh my goodness. Hi, this is Alex Griffiths. I play at Vanguard University. I try to get everything out as fast as I can, but you know, God has a reason, God has a purpose, and I'm so thankful to play for him. So it was amazing.
Great bunch of girls,
and it hasn't ended.
Huh?
It hasn't ended yet.
It hasn't ended yet.
All the way.
How far do you think this team can go?
all the way.
All the way. I gave Teal and Kanani rings for senior presents. I already broke that. Shh, don't tell them I took that. But we're replacing with real championship rings. That's the idea.
That is a great idea. Congratulations on your
Thank you.
final night. Congratulations on your career at the University of Hawaii.
Thank you. It's not over.
And your consistency will be remembered. It will be remembered.
That's very sweet. Thank you.
Chanteal Satele is ready to spiel what she feels about tonight with Howard Deshevsky. Go ahead, Howard.
All righty, Jim. Thank you very much. Here is Chanteal. You know, you hear Lizzie. She transferred here because she wanted to step up and play for a big-time team. You transferred back to Hawaii because you wanted to play at home. When you look at yourself tonight and you look around and you enjoy this moment, got to feel pretty good about your decision, I would think.
I definitely do. I think it's the best decision I've made in my entire life is coming home. There's nothing like being here. This night is amazing.
Well, you went away, and sometimes when you go away, you learn and you grow. Is Chanteal under there somewhere, you guys? Do you see her? There she is. I see the smile. Wow. Anyways, you make these choices, and then at the same time, you're being rewarded for those decisions that you've made. But I know in your heart, and maybe it's the child or the young lady that I know, you really have a strong belief in the Lord, and your journey home has been pretty much guided.
Yeah, I agree. We did a lot of praying and just trusted God with my move home, and it was the best decision, and couldn't ask for anything more.
You know, Chantel, you were a member of the team last year going into the WAC tournament and obviously struggling against Utah State, and you guys are kind of in that same position now, undefeated during the regular season, now heading on to play in Las Vegas in the WAC tournament. What things are you guys doing differently this year to prepare for the WAC tournament to make sure that doesn't happen again and that you guys win the WAC championship?
We're definitely working on those little weaknesses that we still have and still tweaking it up. And we know the returners know that feeling that we had, and we're fired up not to feel like that again.
Well, we'd love to sit here and talk to you all night, but we know you have family and friends. So just one final thought. We asked you the same question we asked Kanani is, when you look around, what does this program and what do these fans mean to you? We know what you mean to us, but what does this all mean to you?
They mean a lot to me. This is a big chapter in my life, and it was a great experience. I'll never forget it. I wish I had more years here.
So do we. So do we. Chanteal, Satele, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Go back and enjoy everything and all the moment.
Thank
We
you.
pulled her away of a crowd of about 100 people that were waiting to get her autograph, and I know they're still over there
Thank you.
waiting to talk to her and to get autographs and get some more lay. So that brings us pretty much to the end of senior night and the celebration, and now we get back to the business of volleyball. And so the WAC standings tonight after this match, and there, of course, Hawaii, the top seed, they'll get the bye. And then we got Idaho and New Mexico, and we were all talking about what is the tiebreaker. One of those two will get the first round bye, and frankly, we're not sure, and there was some debate, so we'll have to wait to see. We understand, okay, we're told Idaho gets the bye. Okay, we know that now, and there you see it. And so coming up next is the Western Athletic Conference Tournament. That's going to be going down in Las Vegas. And so you know, OC Sports will be there. And you will be there too. Hawaii will play the winner of the Utah State-Fresno State game. And that'll be coming your way from Las Vegas. That first game is going to be at 3 o'clock. And then the Hawaii game will follow about 30 minutes after. And Ryan, you're going to be there.
Yeah, and you know, I had a chance to be there as well last year and just witness the team up in Las Vegas. And one of the things that happened last year, and you know, we talked to Chanteal Satele about it, was the passing really broke down, and also broke down in Washington, a game that we also covered. But hopefully Hawaii has taken care of those things. I think last year, you know, they hadn't lost a single set going into the tournament. This year, they've struggled a little bit, and I think they're much more seasoned. I believe Chanteal saying that, you know, we're not going to let that happen again. And, you know, you have Kanani Danielson back, and she's going to do all that she can to extend her career, because from here on out, it really is. The next game could potentially be your last game. So she wants to do all that she can to extend her career as a Wahine.
And I agree. I mean, I think they're that much better for that loss at the WAC tournament. That just creates, you learn what it is like to lose. You learn from your mistakes and you grow. And when you grow, you become better for it, really.
So off the Wahine go to Las Vegas. Hopefully they hit the jackpot. We all hit the jackpot. They come back here, play the first and second round. We know the regional will be here. If all goes well, we have a handful of matches still to be seen, and we all look forward to it.
I think that's the hope. I mean, again, we have to wait to see how everything pans out with that first and second round, and then hopefully we'll all be here for the regionals. Hawaii has it all laid out for the first time in 2003. They'll be hosting the regional, so hopefully Hawaii will be here, home, and all the fans can come back out and support this team.
Well, they've done the groundwork. Now it's going to be the NCAA and what happens from here out. On November 27th, the selection committee, it'll be announced, and then we will know. So we got a couple weeks, and we'll find out for sure.
And we'll be here. OC Sports will be on top of it to bring it all your way. It's been a great night, and I guess at some point, you got to say aloha, like the seniors. So we say aloha on behalf of the three seniors, Alex, Chanteal, and Kanani. And my broadcast partners, Lisa and Ryan, and of course Jim Leahy and Chris McLaughlin, and the entire crew here at OC Sports. Howard Deshevsky saying, till next time, everybody. Aloha from the Stan Sheriff Center, where again, Hawaii beating New Mexico in 3 straight on senior night. You've been watching OC Sports on Oceanic Time Warner Cable.
Not too many people can say that they're born and raised here and were able to go through the whole system from preschool all the way to college.
Well, I've always wanted to be here in Hawaii, but financially, I took a scholarship to St. Mary's, and the best decision of my life was transferring home.
Right away from when I was little playing volleyball, I knew I wanted to play Division I. I started emailing all the top 10 coaches. No one really emailed me back, so I called Dave actually, and he actually picked up the phone. I really, really enjoyed it, and I wouldn't have changed it for the world.
It's been amazing. I'm very happy that I can say that I'm a Rima Wahine. It's a bunch of friendships that turn into sisterhood, you know, that nobody really can say until you've been through it. And I could honestly say that this is the best team that I've been a part of.
It's been amazing. You don't get anything better than playing here in this environment. The fans, they're great. You can't find fans like that anywhere.
It's a lot different role than what I'm used to, from being a starter to now coming in and out, but I'd rather have this position than being a starter because it's a great team, great coaches, and I want to win the championships.
This team is really special. We have a good bond, and I'm really gonna miss them. It's fun.
I'm just gonna miss playing volleyball and, you know, knowing that I'm playing for a purpose for my state.
I'll definitely miss my teammates and just having that group of friends. Like, you see them every day. You see them more than you see your own family. They're like your family during the season. You're gonna miss them a lot.
Thank you to my teammates for everything, and my coaches for putting me on the team, and for putting up with me for the past 3 years. And thank you for the audience for being so supportive.
Thanks to Hawaii for being such great supporters of us, and thanks to my family for bringing me home, and just thank God for the opportunity to be here, and Dave for letting me on the team, and all my teammates for making this a great experience.
I just like to thank my team and, of course, my family. You know, my family has always been there for me, especially, you know, my mom and my dad and my grandparents. You know, they're always that positive blood that circulates through me. Every coach that has helped me out to be, you know, the player that I am. You know, much mahalos to them, and of course the fans too. You know, this is a great experience that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life.